So I low-key hope nobody actually watches this video because it's hard to be vulnerable on the internet, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I feel like it's 2020, we're in the middle of a pandemic, but everywhere I look on social media, everybody seems to be thriving and doing well, and like I'm so happy for people that have started new businesses, are thriving, their businesses are growing, their brands are growing. I couldn't be happier, especially for Black women doing it. Okay, I am so happy for everyone. But me personally, first of all, I've been struggling for a few years now, and so this year was actually supposed to be my get it together, come up, let's do this, first start year. And the fact that the pandemic happened and everything around it, it's just like a downhill spiral that I've been on, and I'm just so confused how like no one is, like we're in the middle of a pandemic, right? So obviously not everybody is okay, but everywhere you look on social media, everyone is like happy and thriving, and I don't know if that's just because the people who aren't doing well are not saying anything. And so that's partially why I'm making this video, because I just feel like being honest about the struggles and what I'm going through. And you know, maybe you can relate, maybe you're not doing so well, and I just want to let you know you're not the only one. It's impossible that in the middle of a pandemic everyone is thriving. It's just, it doesn't make any statistical sense. So like I said, I've been on a downward spiral for a few years now, ever since I graduated, and it's been a tough journey. I've had some health issues that I don't really want to go into. What I will say for me personally is that the last couple of years have been really difficult, and I did start to feel a lot better. And so January of this year, I was so excited for 2020. I felt like I'm finally gonna have a fresh start. You know, the number 2020 just has such a nice ring to it, and I was ready to just start a new chapter. But it's been a very difficult year, and I must say I don't 100% blame the pandemic, because like I said, for me, I've been struggling for a few years, so the pandemic is not the main reason why I've been battling. But like, I'm generally a positive person. I like to always be like trying to solve the problem and figure it out and like find a solution constantly. Like I'm constantly problem solving and trying to sort it out, but it's not coming together. I don't know if anybody else feels like their life is stuck. Like you're at a certain age and things aren't quite where you expected them to be. And for me, that's fine. I've let go of whatever expectations, but it's more of feeling stuck, like not really knowing what the next step would be, not really knowing what the next stage is, and like how to move forward and how to get out of this rut that I just feel so stuck in. Like, I just want to say, I feel like it's really awkward to be nearing your late 20s and you still haven't really figured out what you want to do with your life. Like, I'm sure of what I don't want to do. I'm like very clear on, you know, that path isn't for me. But, you know, the path that I believe is for me, I'm still figuring it out. I have an idea. I am working on something, but I'm not 100% sure. And to be honest, I am very insecure about it, to be at this age and not like 100% sure of what I want to do with the rest of my life. And like, to a certain extent, surely that's okay. Surely it's okay to not have it all figured out in your late 20s. Like, apparently your 20s are for like self-discovery and figuring out, then I don't know, like at the like last hour of your 29th year, just before you turn 30, it all clicks and suddenly you know what you want to do for the rest of your life. I don't know. I don't see that happening with my life. I still continue to see trial and error, growing and learning even into my 30s, and I somehow want to believe that that's okay. I somehow want to tell some type of way, because we live in the social media generation and everyone's life is a walking advert and highlights reel of just how perfect and amazing their lives are, and nobody ever talks about feeling like a failure, feeling stuck, feeling left behind. I want to show up authentically, and yes, I'm not comfortable talking about exactly what I have failed in, what I have done wrong, because it's happening to me right now. I'm feeling those insecure feelings right now, and I'm not trying to be judged by the internet, but I do want to be able to share that I'm not that great. I do often feel like a failure. I do feel like I've wasted a lot of time and that I've made a lot of mistakes and that I wish things were different. I wish I was further along in certain things, but you know, things happened that were beyond my control, health-wise, other issues that have happened, and there's absolutely nothing I can do to get those years back. You know, they're gone, okay? they're gone. So I'm not really sure what the point of this video is, but I just felt like I haven't really seen anyone talk about what it's been like in 2020, how they're feeling, what they're going through. I know like we expect that people aren't okay because it is a pandemic, but there are some people who've had issues even before the pandemic, and so this just made it worse. And then there are those of us in our late 20s who have no idea what to do with the rest of their lives, and maybe we have a bit of an idea and we're still trying to figure it out, that, you know what, it's okay. Normalize not having your life figured out by the end of your 20s. Like, surely that's okay. Maybe I'm a loser, maybe I really don't know what I'm doing, but I have hope. I'm still optimistic, I'm still trying, I'm still getting up every day, well, most days. I'm still getting up most days and trying my best, and honestly, that's all I owe life. That's all that I have in me, and that's all that I can do. And so, guys, I'm just trying to show up authentically and tell you that if you're going through the most and you're in your late 20s and you don't know and you don't have it all figured out, you're not alone. I'm right there with you, and that it's okay. I really feel like it is perfectly fine. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to have a point to this video, but I don't feel like being a motivational speaker. I don't have all the answers. I'm struggling through it. What I can say is that I did get up. I did do it. I don't always get up. I don't always produce because I can't. But on the days that I can, then I will. And that's all that I can promise in life, is that on the days where I can do it, I will show up and I will be here. And yeah, just to give myself that grace, and that you should also give yourself that grace that not every day you're going to be able to get up and smash those goals, but some days you will. Some days you will have the energy, and on those days, do your very best. And on the days where you're just not feeling it, just take a nap. just take a nap and try again tomorrow. I really hope this video wasn't negative. I'm generally such a positive and optimistic person, but I'm also honest. Like, if you're struggling, you're struggling. Like, there's only so much positivity you can spin on a struggle. Yeah, I hope that you guys are able to like be with me on this journey, and like as I like improve and come up and just, you know, start to reach some of my goals, and we can walk on this journey together of improvement and finally living your dream life and finally achieving the things that you want to achieve. And I can't wait to share some of the projects that I'm working on with you guys, so that you could like get a glimpse into my real world and my real story. But at the moment, I'm not 100% comfortable sharing those things, because in the past I've started so many things that I've never like finished. And so I'd like to first like get to a point where I'm like, okay, I'm sure about what I'm doing, and therefore I feel comfortable to announce it to the world, because this is not just another project that I'm starting and I'm gonna leave it halfway. You know what would really make my day? If you left me a comment telling me how you're feeling, how you're coping, what's going on with you. And if you are one of those people that are thriving, tell me, you know, that'll probably be inspiring to me. And if not, if you're a little bit shy, then just comment flower on today's video and I'll know that you watched the whole video, and I will really appreciate that engagement. You can also go ahead and like this video and subscribe as well. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.